All right, I want to give it one more discussion on the surplus, just to kind of demonstrate why we're in a bit of an issue with regard to Social Security, and kind of take a look at this. And it's gotten worse than this, and I think, um, but we'll chat about this. So in 1945, there were 41.9 people paying in for every one person who was taking money out of Social Security, right? And growth rates and population growth has sort of drove this number down. In 1950, only 5 years later, it was 16.5, and that number, decade to decade, has come down. Right? It's at 2.9 in 2010. The latest numbers I've seen, currently, I think are just over two. And then ultimately, as the aging population increases, it's going to get closer and closer to one. And, as long as it stays over one, the bulk of the payment is guaranteed. But then as we get below one, if that should ever occur, then the whole system is at risk, right? And so right now, what's at risk is all the surplus that what we've accumulated over the years, given that there were so many people paying in for every person. But now that we've gotten sort of down to this level here that we hit in 1980, which really was the impetus for raising the full retirement age, and that's why it went up. And now it's kind of getting back to sort of getting very close again. So the result is about 20% of your benefit, could be at risk. Which means if you had a $2,500 benefit per month, you get $500 come 2034 may not be funded, right? The 80% of your benefit, the 2000 would be, right? And so I don't think there is no immediate concern that, Social Security as a whole is on the verge of failure. What's on the verge of failure is the surplus, which makes up about 20% of your benefit. So, you know, understand that, and understand sort of what's going on here, and understand the impetus, the priority for us to kind of deal with this problem. And as this problem exasperates, it could become a larger issue. And so we just need to be aware of that.